Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here at FIshcast Live. This is FIshcast Live, and I'm your host, Dave. And right off the top of the show, I wanted to bring you this story from our friends at the Good News Network. High schooler surprised janitor from Ghana with a dream car, a red Jeep, in time for his birthday. These high school sophomores recently raised over $20,000 to surprise their favorite school janitor with a brand new car. Isn't that sweet? Let's scroll down and see that video if we can. And while that's loading, 469-573-4388, that's our phone number. Give us a call. We're here live, ready to receive it. And let's go back to Mr. Apraku getting his Jeep. Here we go. Look. Oh, he's so happy. Look at him go. He's rolling on the ground. Look at him giving out hugs. That's so sweet. Oh, he's so happy. That's great news. Thank you, Andy Corbley and the Good News Network for that piece. Folks, 469-573-4388. That's our phone number. But now I think it's time for a game of Coin Jest. Excuse me. And how shall we arrange the coins? Perhaps like so. It does look a lot less like a spreadsheet, yeah. Here, look, this is professional grade stuff here. Look, come on. Only the best for FIshcast Live, am I right? This is your show too. Do we need to hit a score recap? Let's hit a score recap. Gordo defended his lead from Spike, Mango, and others, and is sitting pretty at 102 points. That's a lead of 6 over Spike at 102. Thanks to our friend Johan from Beaumont for bringing Spike to 102. Followed ever so closely by Mango at 100 points. Tied with Nooper at 100 points. Then we have Pooper with 97, Mike with 93, and Blooper with 89. Who's gonna win? It's anyone's game, folks. This is anyone's game so far. The season 2 finale is coming up. It's coming up on September 30th. So that means that there's this episode, and then 2 more, and then it's the finale. And we got to crown a king of the tank. Who's it gonna be? Gordo? Spike? Mango? Could be any fish. Okay, no, Jones says, I see Gordo sneaking. Gordo's always sneaking. He's a sneaky fish, is what he is. But what we need to do is we need to assign some points to some fish. What do you guys say? Can I get some agreement on that? Here we go. Is Mango the clear crowd favorite? It's a good question. Let's find out. Give us a call at 469-573-4388. But you know what it's time for? Coin Jest. 60 seconds on the clock. And those 60 seconds start now. And that's one point for Spike. 1 point for Spike. Oh, that's 1 for Mike. Look at that, Spike and Mike getting out on the field early today. Interesting. They're not usually quite so. That's 1 for Blooper. 1 for Blooper. Oh, come on, give us a second one here, blooper. We're gonna give another one to Spike because he's been bouncing in and out of that coin. And here we have, that's new. It's one for Nooper right there, ladies and gentlemen. We have Blooper, Pooper, and Nooper. Oh, and that's 2 for Nooper, 2. And Pooper chased him all the way around the coin. Or is that Blooper? 13 seconds on the clock. Blooper, come on, show us something. Spike and Mike, Gordo and Mango have yet to even show up on the field. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Time is up. That is time for this first round of Coin Jest. Give me just a moment to tally these scores, will you? 1 for Mike. 2 for Spike. 2 for Nooper. 2 for Blooper. Okay. And these are the new standings. Gordo looked like he was going for a +1, then ducked behind a rock. He did, yes, he averted the last moment, and we don't know why, you know, Gordo chose to abort that mission, but, you know, it's hard to get into the mind of a fish, right? When the clock is going and the music's bumping, you know, you never know what's going to happen. It's hard to tell, it's hard to say. But one thing I can tell you is that Spike has narrowed Gordo's lead down to 4 points. 4 points, and you know what that means. Johan, if you're listening, you know what that means. That's one trivia question. One trivia question could put Spike over Gordo and into the lead with 109 points. Isn't that exciting? I think that was so much fun. Let's see. What do you think, folks? 469-573-4388. That's our phone number. Give us a call. Got a little bit of a humorous story coming out of the Good News Network for you on this one, folks. Vessel rescued in the English Channel after emergency call to Dover, Delaware, instead of Dover, England. When Dover Police Department responders picked up the phone on August 27th, who knows what was more surprising? That the caller's ship... Oh, we have a caller. Hello, caller. This is FIshcast Live. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Johan from Beaumont.
Johan from Beaumont. Oh, did you get my message?
Well, you know, like Beetlejuice, I heard my name invoked a couple times, and so I thought I might have to make an appearance.
Might just have to make an appearance.
Especially because my boy Spike is gunning for number 1.
Oh, he's close. It could happen.
That's right.
This could be the one.
That's right.
This could be the one.
I mean, see, Gordo's a bad boy, but sometimes that turns on you. I mean, it works with the ladies for a while, you know, but then, you know, when you're a heel long enough, you know what I mean? The bad boy can be the face, but eventually he turns into a heel, you know?
Yeah, that's right. It's hard to be a bad boy face for very long before you become a heel. I definitely agree with that, you know. All right, Johan,
the facts
ready
of
for
life.
your question?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. This is a little difficult. Maybe
Okay.
not everyone would know this one, but it is for the lead. Okay.
Okay.
How long? How many years is an aeon? An eon? E-O-N. Eon.
Oh man. Okay. Wait a second. I do know this. This is okay. So we're talking about, I guess, the ages of Aquarius and whatnot. We're talking about those eons.
Yeah, that's right.
So that would be 1/12 of 26,000 years. So we're talking about basically 2,400 years. Okay, 2,240 years.
I'm really impressed by your mental mathematic ability, but I'm going to go ahead and say that's incorrect. So we're going to give you one more shot. One more shot.
Okay. Oh, so I got to actually do math now.
It's a simpler, rounder number than what you were doing.
Just 2,000 years.
Is that your final answer?
Okay, wait, that's too round. Okay, I'm thinking that's too round.
All right. Let's do this. How long is an eon in the geologic time scale?
Oh gosh, I failed geology. Okay, an eon. That's like forever and a day.
It's a long time.
Man, oh
Or,
man, this
what
is
about
bogus.
astronomy? What about astronomy? How long is an eon in
Okay.
astronomy?
Well, I really ought to know that because I did pretty all right in astronomy. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for my calculator here.
Okay.
Hold on a second. So, I think okay, if we take
All right. Let's do this.
26.
It's 10 to the sum power of years.
oh okay, damn.
10 to the x.
Whew. 10 to the x.
Can you tell me what x is?
I mean that definitely that graph goes pretty steep pretty quick.
Yeah, it does.
Let me see here. Damn, 10 to the x. Well, I guess we're talking about like 10 to the 6.
A very good guess, and we're gonna give you 3 points. So
Okay.
it's gonna put
Oh,
him
man.
right behind Gordo.
Man, all right, man, he's within spitting distance. Okay, fair enough. You know, it's been one of those kind of days. What's the right answer?
The correct answer is 10 to the 9, or 1 billion years.
Oh, that's an eon?
Apparently, I didn't know that either.
Well, why didn't you just say so? I thought we were talking about astrology.
Right. Well, astrology, astronomy, fairly similar.
I mean, I met a lot of women that think they're the same thing.
That's right.
But yeah, this has been one
What
of those
is
days,
it?
man. I went to Starbucks
Uh-huh.
and I bought a ceramic cup because you know how the hot coffee, it leaches chemicals out of those cups.
Sure.
So I bought a ceramic cup, and then I come home, I'm trying to take the sticker off, and I broke it.
Oh, did you ask for a refund?
I mean, no, because I had already brought it home.
Well, bring it
How am I
back.
going to ask for a refund?
Hey, can I
I
get another
guess.
one?
Yeah, this is
This one
defective.
broke in my hands.
I dropped it in the sink. It's defective. Yeah.
Come on, they're fucking
Hey.
Starbucks baristas. You think they care? Come on.
I'm pretty shameless, but I don't know if I'd stoop that low. I'd have to send Jimmy John to do that one.
Said Jimmy
I
John.
don't know
Does
if
he
I-
have more chutzpah than you?
He's more shameless, that's for sure.
Okay, fair enough. Well, Johan, we're
Yeah.
very sorry that we couldn't push Spike over the edge for you, but it's okay. It's not over. You know,
It's not over yet. It's not over.
We may or may not have a versus game, Gordo versus Spike later in the evening. So please stay tuned. You know, hang
Okay.
around. But I'm so sorry to hear
Maybe
about
I'll
your
call back
Starbucks
in.
mug.
I'll call back in and do a twofer. Yeah, that's not even all that's going wrong right now, man.
Oh, well, tell
Yeah.
us all about it. Tell us, just
Oh, okay.
unload.
Yeah. The contracts, okay, so I've been accused of doing nanotechnology like carpentry, and people are getting mad at me. And I'm like, okay, first of all, every measuring system, imperial or otherwise, is arbitrary, first and foremost, okay? So you can't say that just because yours is everything is 10. I mean, for me, I like the fact that you have to look up every conversion factor because it's like it's the price of admission. It's like hazing, you know. It's like that's how you know you put in you paid your dues.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I like having to look it all up. It's more esoteric that way, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've met some senior engineers who, you know, they said, well, I had to do it that way, and that's the only way I understand. So you have to show me the math in British, English, Imperial, otherwise I can't understand it.
And the other thing is,
Fucking idiots.
everything has a tolerance. Everything has error bars. Everything has an acceptable limit of tolerance. So you can't say that just because I'm using quote unquote arbitrary fractions of an inch, which they aren't arbitrary at all. They're very well considered. But just because I'm using arbitrary quote unquote fractions of an inch doesn't mean that it's any less accurate because it's still within the limits of the defined tolerances. Okay. But I've been getting it on all ends from these
Bureaucrats.
jack-offs. Man, they do not like the fact that I'm doing nanotechnology in inches.
And could you read me the 1 micron fraction of an inch for please one more time?
Well, okay, it's 2 to the 17. Okay, so it's 5 over 1. It's 5
2 to the negative
times,
17.
Right, it's five of those. Okay, that's within 10,000, 1 in 10,000 parts accurate. I mean, if you really want accuracy, you can do 41 times 2 to the 20th times negative 20th. That's within like 1 in 10 billion. which is way more than you need
That's
usually.
yeah,
right?
that's a crazy tight tolerance. That's just
Yeah, I don't. So I was like, 1 part in 10,000 is good if you're working in the normal scale or at the micro scale or the nano scale. I still don't think it matters that much. You know what I mean? In fact, I've been told it's 1 in 1,000. So I'm over by a safety factor of 10. So I don't know where these people get off. You know what I mean? Like these stupid bureaucrats, just because they went to an East Coast school,
that's right.
they think they can tell me, they can force their stupid metric system on me. But you know what? This is America.
That's right.
Okay.
We don't support
Yeah, so-
godless communists and their measuring systems here in America.
I mean, it literally was invented by those kind of people.
Yeah.
It literally was.
And,
so,
used by them extensively.
yeah, and also they divided time into that, but no one's trying to push for 10 hours per day. You don't ever see that. So
Oh yeah, the French
You know what I mean?
Revolution and their 10-day week.
exactly, and 10 hours per day or whatever. Everything was 10, even with time. And we're not trying to force that on everybody. So how come we got to do it with length?
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, Johan,
Thank
hey,
you.
Thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate it. Thanks for helping Spike out.
Absolutely.
And hey, little known fact, you are allowed to call in more than once. I don't know if you knew that.
Well, that's why I called in so early, because
not
you
prohibited.
Beetlejuiced me up early, and so now I'm gonna go and think about it and try to prepare for some trivia.
Let's see if
and
we
then,
can.
and then call back in.
Let's see if we can Beetlejuice Steve from Rowlett up here and help his buddy Gordo out. He might not like how tight it is.
All right, I'll do it first. Steve from Rowlett. Okay, there's one.
There's one. Steve from Rowlett. There's two.
There's two. Okay,
Okay,
fair
hey.
enough. All right.
Johan, thank you so much for calling, buddy. We appreciate
Always
it.
a pleasure.
And, we'll be seeing you. Thank you. Thank you for calling in. Folks, 469-573-4388. That's our telephone number. This is FIshcast, and I'm your host, Dave. Oh, we got a caller. We got a caller right here. All right. Hey, hello, caller. This is FIshcast Live. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, it's Pikachu again from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Pikachu again. Once again. I'm so happy to hear from you, Pikachu. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
you
calling.
sound like it.
How are you doing?
I've done some reflecting since the last time I called in. I feel that I left that last trivia session with, some satisfaction, but also some regret.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. What can we do to help?
Let's see if we can get Pooper some points.
Pooper some points. Okay, help him out. All right. Well, let's see. How's your day going there, Pikachu from Super Smash Brothers? I like how you specify from Super Smash Brothers, not from, Pokemon or any of those other games.
Yeah,
Or
I have
TV
to make
shows.
sure that everybody knows that I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
they see the little yellow body. It's like 2 feet tall on average, and they don't really think I can do anything. All they think I do is sleep and eat all day like a cat.
I bet they don't feel that way when they see Raichu, huh?
No, not in the slightest. So I feel that there's some discrimination,
A little
and
bit, perhaps a little bit against your, against the younger brother, older brother type situation, right?
exactly, it's the younger one you always have to watch out for.
Okay, I got a question for you.
What you
You
got?
ready? And this is a little bit of history, a little bit of geography. Okay, Pikachu.
All right.
The destruction of Pompeii in 79 AD was done by what volcano?
Of all.
Can you tell me the name?
Uh-oh.
It's like one of the most famous ones,
Is it
is that still
Kilimanjaro?
classical? It was not Kilimanjaro. That's in Africa. But
Dang.
it's okay. It's okay. We'll give you another shot. One more shot. I'll help you out. Are you ready?
Sure.
It's in the Mediterranean. It's in the Aegean, Mediterranean, Tyrrhenian area.
Well, since I'm not from, this place, I don't really know where that is.
It's got a Greek-sounding name. It ends in an
With the Greek.
us. An us.
Us.
It's a mount that ends in us.
Olympus?
Oh, excellent guess. Excellent guess. But unfortunately, that is not correct. I'm so sorry. But here's what we're going to do.
No.
We're going to give you 10 personal points for your excellent, self-reflection. We're proud of you for doing that.
All right.
And then, yeah, so tell us a little bit about, what did you learn when you were doing some self-reflecting? What did you learn about yourself? Curious.
So I felt that I probably shouldn't have brought down Pooper so much. Pooper is just trying his best.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the rest of the fish are, but
Yeah.
you know.
And usually in the rear even.
Usually in the rear too. So I feel like I should have given Pooper a chance. Or at the very least have distributed the points a bit more evenly, so it kind of felt like I was just dumping on Pooper.
Sure. Yeah, don't dump on Pooper. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Because the points are arbitrary and I'm the final arbiter, we're gonna give Pooper 2 points because of that nice self-reflection, breakthrough that you had. So Pikachu, thank you so much. Anything else you want to say before we gotta run?
Play me again in Smash, scrub.
I think 0 for 4 is good enough for this host. I'll tell you that right now. But I do appreciate you calling it. I do appreciate you calling it. Thank you so much.
Have a good rest of your FIshcast.
You too. Thank you so much, Pikachu. Wow, isn't that so fun? Pikachu, ladies and gentlemen, from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Specifically. And yes, she did beat me. And yes, I did have to get up off the couch and go outside. And I did do that. That's true. That's a true story. That's what happened. And it wasn't that long ago either. It's like still kind of fresh. I don't know why she keeps bringing it up. But this is FIshcast Live, and I'm your host, Dave. And our phone number is 469-573-4388. I think it's time for another round of Point Jest, don't you? Let's get these coins distributed in a particular order. Or shall we say, no particular order? How's that sound? We gotta change up the mix a little bit. We gotta change it up. We gotta something a little more upbeat. A little more upbeat than that. There we go. And 60 seconds on the clock. Starts now. There we go. And that's blooper. One for blooper. Blooper, show us another one. Here comes Nooper. Nooper, get that +1. Get that +1. Oh, he dodged it. And this is that's Pooper there. That's one for Pooper. One for Pooper. And he's got 2. Just 2 for Pooper. Oh, and 1 for Nooper and 1 for Blooper. And the triplets are really at 30 seconds on the clock. And 1 for Blooper. 23 seconds on the clock to go. And the triplets are just dancing all over the field. That's 1 for Nooper right there. And 2 for Nooper. That's 1 for Pooper. 2 for Pooper. 1 for Blooper. Oh my goodness, they're going nuts. 4 seconds on the clock. The triplets are really trying to. Oh, and no buzzer beater. No buzzer beater on that one. But let me just tally these real quick. The triplets are showing out strong this evening. I don't know what's going on with that. That's 4 for Blooper. 4 for Pooper. 3 for Nooper. And that was everybody who scored. My goodness. Alright, folks, let's go to the scoreboard and tally the results. The field just got even tighter. Look at this. Gordo's still in the lead, just barely with 108. Didn't even show up to that round either. Spike with 107. Nooper with 105. Pooper with 103. Mango with 100. Blooper with 94. And Mike with 94. This is a crazy tight field, folks. I can't believe it. Volcano Jones, that was Pikachu, the famous detective, although we did cover this last episode, and I encourage you to go back and watch it. we discussed last time Pikachu called in about how it was confusing to hear Ryan Reynolds' voice come out of his Pikachu body. His or her, excuse me. Did you know that there could be male or female Pikachus? I mean, that's just how biology works. That just makes sense, right? FIshcast Live, folks, and this is your host Dave, 469-573-4388. See, thank you. No Mango is sliding in the rankings. Yeah, unfortunately, but he's still right in the middle of the pack. I mean, it's really anyway. Tell you what, call in, help your friend Mango out. Give us a call. We haven't heard from Gerbitha in a while. I wonder how the various Gerbithan clan faction are doing. How are they doing this evening? It's a great question. I want to know. But it is time to... I did not get to finish my... I don't think they're related. Well, maybe they're not, but they're definitely like a concerted faction within the show, in my opinion. At least in the lore, right? Wouldn't you say? They just have similar sounding names. Hello, caller. This is FIshcast Live. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, FIshcast. This is Grant from Dallas. Calling in again. How y'all doing?
Grant from Dallas. So good to hear from you again, my friend. How you doing?
Doing pretty good, my man. Just kind of a late start to the events of the day, but otherwise okay.
Well, good. I'm happy to hear it. We're just yeah. Sorry about the slow start to the cast there. I hit the start streaming and I didn't hit go live. I don't know why. When they added that button, that's not a funny joke to play on me, but it's okay. I'm a one-man show here.
My day.
Oh, you meant your day. Oh, okay. Well, tell us about your day.
Honestly, not that interesting, man. Pretty typical story. Went to work, stayed there longer than I wanted, and I'm now...
What? That never happened. I've never heard of that happening.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's like, you know how there's like, people, right?
I'm familiar with people, yes.
Yeah, and so they have various daily activities. It's supposed to be for like our own survival. We produce resources, but we're living in this very abstracted society, and I'm losing sight of exactly what our labors go towards. But anyway, resource production job sometimes takes more time.
Resource production, definitely. Don't you sometimes wish you could be a fish? I know I do.
Man, I wish I could be a fish, or, alternatively, I'd be interested in, like, a cat, just because they seem to have a pretty good time of life.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Cat's not so bad. I've got a pretty lazy cat myself. All right, Grant.
Is there Oh.
Okay, Grant, are you ready for your trivia question?
Oh, I'm ready.
Now, this one's tricky, but you're a smart guy.
Okay.
I think you might know it. I'm sorry, we ran out of all the easy questions, and we're late in the season here. So
Okay.
we're stuck with only the hard ones. Okay, it goes like this. This country has the largest number of pyramids. Now, I'm going to give you a hint. It's not the one you think.
Oh, is it Mexico?
It is not Mexico, although that is a great answer. But so we're gonna give you half credit on that one, and then try again.
Okay, is it?
Let's do this. It's immediately south of the one that you think.
Yeah. Is it? Gosh, it's one of two. It's either.
There's two of them, and
Argentina or Brazil.
Oh,
one
okay.
One of those, I think.
Unfortunately, neither of those are the answer I was looking for. I'll just come out and tell you. I was going to say Sudan.
Oh.
I know. So it's immediately south of Egypt, and I think that's where a good number of pyramids are. But recent LiDAR surveys do suggest that the jungle canopy in Central America covers a good number of pyramids. So what we're going to do, we're going to give you half credit. We're going to give you 3 points to the fish of your choice.
All right. I would like my 3 points to go to Pooper, please.
Pooper. Very good. 106. Look at that. And you just brought him to third place. but he's 2 points away from the lead. 2 points. I've never seen a field this tight, folks. We're 100 points in. We're 3 episodes away from the season finale, and it's any fish's game. And that is not intentional. I did not engineer that. I swear. This is a fair game show. Okay. We at the Fishbone Park Lake Athletic Association. We take ourselves seriously. We run a clean athletic association.
I believe it. Yeah. I do not wish to bring into question the integrity of FIshcast.
Of course not. No, we didn't think you did, Grant, but thank you so much for calling. Let me ask you this. Anything you want to say before we got to run?
No, y'all have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Take care.
You too, sir. Hey, it's really nice to hear from you, Grant. Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling in, sir. We appreciate that. Pikachu, Grant, Johan, thanks to all our callers. 469-573-4388. That's our phone number, folks. Give us a call. And I'm gonna try for a third time to get through this little Good News Network item I got for you, folks. Okay. When the Dover Police Department responders picked up the phone on August 27th, who knows what was more surprising, that the caller's ship was sinking, or that he had an East European accent. The phone call arrived in the U.S. state of Delaware's capital city, but the man, an Albanian, was talking about the English Channel over 3,500 miles away. He was trying to call Dover, one of the most prominent Channel port cities in southern England, not Dover, Delaware. But the police dispatcher on the end of the line didn't waste any time explaining this. Instead, communications operator Mackenzie Atkinson started carefully taking down critical information about the man's situation, including the name and coordinates of the vessel, piloted by the caller's brother, who had earlier called him for help getting in touch with emergency services after it started sinking. Fortunately for the Albanian brothers in England, Atkinson, on the other side of the Atlantic, had recently completed a course from the International Academies of Emergency Dispatch and followed the protocol for a vessel in distress. Within 4 minutes, Atkinson's colleague, Connor Logan, established contact with the French Coast Guard, His Majesty's Coast Guard, the United Kingdom Maritime and Coast Guard Agency's Coordination Center, and, eventually, the correct Dover Police Station. On September 5th, the MCACC confirmed that the vessel had been located, and all aboard were rescued. Dover, Delaware police officials have nominated Atkinson, Logan, and 2 other communications officers on duty during the emergency for a Distinguished Unit Commendation. The caller had conducted an internet search for the Dover Police Department, and the first search result on the screen proved to be Dover, Delaware Police Department. Police officials said in a news release on Thursday. Oh my god, that's so funny. The family member thought they were calling Dover, England, but was connected with our agency here in the United States. That's hilarious. But you know what? Everybody was rescued, so that's good news. Thank you, friend of the show, Andy Corbley, for that story. And now I think it's time for, we've done 2 rounds of Coin Jest. Maybe it's time for a little versus head-to-head action. What do you say about it, folks? Volcano Jones says that's hilarious. I thought so too. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. All right. Let's check the scores real quick. Gordo 108, Spike 107. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we gotta have a fish tac-toe. Where are we at? Where's our fish tac-toe? There it is. Alright. Now you guys know the rules. It's the first. Oh, and we have a caller. Hello, caller. This is FIshcast Live. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello, caller. This is FIshcast Live. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Bobby.
Oh, hi, Bobby. How are you today?
I live in Bunkport or I guess upstate New York or somewhere. I live all over the place.
Bunkport or upstate New York somewhere. Oh, so listen, we're really happy to hear from you, Bobby. How are you doing today?
Say again, I'm sorry.
How are you doing today, buddy?
Better days.
Okay. Well, listen, let's hope and hopefully we can improve your day somewhat. You want to talk about what's going on?
Yeah. So, found out that I do have a investigation from the DOJ about something that happened back in the 90s.
Back in the 90s? And that was?
Yeah, it's just that it was in all the news lately, and so it turned into another thing. But, surely there's no statute of limitations for, stealing a whale head.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hopefully there is a statute of limitations, is what you were saying, right?
I can only imagine that there would be.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not from New York, so I don't know the rules up that way. But generally, roadkill is technically considered poaching. Now, was the whale on the road when you hit it with the car?
It was not on the road. I don't think it had been hit by any vehicle traffic. It appeared as though it had committed the unpardonable sin of suicide and beached itself on the beach.
Oh no, beached itself? Well, that's terrible.
Yep.
And so what did you do?
Well, I don't want to go into it too explicitly, but basically a long trip with the whale head, and had to clean chunks of blubber out of my chainsaw, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, your poor chainsaw. So listen, I know that it's a natural thing to think. We all have intrusive thoughts, right? And one of them might be, hey, look at that beached whale. I should saw its head off with a chainsaw, right?
Well,
but it's important. Hold on, Bobby, let me finish. I think it's important to take those thoughts and channel them to something better than that.
Better than a taxidermy whale skull?
I think so, yeah.
Taxidermy whale skull, metal as fuck.
I mean, okay, I'll give you this. It could really tie the room together.
Yeah, but really, I just wanted it for the smell of decomp that kept on rolling in through the windows.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure you enjoy the smell of the decomposing. So it's a certain number of hours
when so many members of your family get blown away in famous situations, you kind of start to appreciate the smell.
Okay. Well, Bobby, you're starting to sound a little familiar to me, and so before we get any further down that road, would you like to answer a trivia question to get some points to the fish of your choice?
Well, that depends. Can I answer it wrong and then answer it correctly and get 1.5 of the total point?
Yeah, yes, actually, generally speaking, yes, you can answer it incorrectly. That is kind of a theme of the show. Another theme of the show, as you may be aware or may not, is that I often have the wrong answer for the trivia question that I ask.
So what if we both get it wrong? Is it like worth double point?
Yeah, no, it's like when a negative multiplies by a negative, you get a positive. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, sock it to me, as Tricky Dick would say.
Okay. Let's see. That's too hard. Oh, actually, yeah, okay. Which major city? This is a capital city. Oh wait, no.
I know about those.
It's not a capital city, but it is a major city. It was a former capital city.
The Washington Generals.
Yeah. Okay. Great. It's located on 2 continents. 2 continents. Count them. 1, 2.
Hang on. City that's on 2 different continents?
And I'll narrow it down for you. It's in...
It's got to be splitting the Bosporus.
Oh, yep. Okay, you got it. Can you name that city?
I can't.
Can you not? But you know it's splitting the Bosporus.
I can't. Yeah, I did too many drugs. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, that's all right, Bobby.
I'm going to say Seattle.
So, Constantinople.
That's one of the cities where I did a lot of drugs at.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Yeah, you and Fraser, huh? You and Fraser hung out back in the day. Because, you know, you're a corny 80s guy.
It's
70s,
all
80s.
about that Cobb salad and scrambled eggs, man.
Yeah, I didn't actually watch Frasier. I don't know.
Nobody did, but they remember the song.
It was a decent song, and it's the only like piece of media that's ever come out of Seattle. So.
What about Portlandia?
Oh, I forgot about Portlandia. I like Portlandia. But also, wait, hold on. That show was made in California.
Also, Portland's a different city than Seattle. Ha, gotcha.
Well, you got me good. Bobby. Bobby K. Well, listen. I'm sure you got.
Bobby,
you know,
Special K.
Special K. Special K. Okay.
My buddy Elon knows a little bit about that, or as my other buddy calls him, Leon.
Leon K. Leon Musk. Well, Bobby, this has been very entertaining, and thank you. You get 10 personal points for making me laugh. So thank you so much. And, you know, hey, listen, you should really get that voice looked at, buddy. You know, as a professional, it's important to take care of your voice.
I was getting it grown back, but then I got vaccine damaged, and now they say it'll never work again.
I'm very sorry to hear that. And, you know, we wish you a speedy recovery, and I'm sure you've got plenty more whales to go decapitate, you know, so we don't want to keep you, okay?
Do you know about one? Like I got a couple hours free.
And do you have a chainsaw with you?
I mean, I always carry my chainsaw.
Well, that's very creepy. So please don't decapitate any more marine mammals. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bobby.
Both up.
Thank you, Bobby, for calling in. We really appreciate that. Get that voice listened to, says Steve Onium. Damn, the chat is on fire tonight. This is really cracking me up. Let's see. It's a whale of a tale, he says. Old New York was once New Amsterdam. That is true. Well, folks, this is FIshcast Live, and you just never know. You never know who's going to call in. But I do know that it's usually entertaining. So, thank you so much, folks. We appreciate it. Let's see. What are we on to now? Oh, that's Fish-Tac-Toe. It's Fish-Tac-Toe, folks. It's time to decide the leader. Alright. This is Spike versus Gordo. And this is going to be interesting because Spike doesn't swim around a whole lot. We might end up appointing Spike in Avatar. Although there he is there in the middle bottom. So and for the purposes of this exercise, Gordo's spaces will be represented by +1 coins, and Spike's spaces will be represented by -1 coins. Because Spike is behind Gordo, we're gonna let him choose the first unoccupied space that he swims into. And here we go. He's been in that bottom center one. Let's see if he swims into another one. Okay. Oh, well, look at that. We're gonna give that to you. Bottom right for Spike, and now it's Gordo's turn. Okay, Gordo, show us something. Show us what you got. Head for the tic-tac-toe board right there in the middle. It's hard to miss. And we're gonna go top right on Gordo. Look at that. Lively game tonight, folks. Already into it. Already after it. Okay, and now it's Spike's turn. First unoccupied space that Spike swims into will be his. Oh, and here comes Mango. Here comes Mango. And there he goes. Folks, he's gone. Mango's gone. The most elusive of our fish, Mango. And Gordo's just chilling out in the board. He's ready to go, but I'm waiting on Spike. We're waiting on Spike. Might have to go to the timer on Spike. Or maybe appoint him an avatar, either way. Even is Spike, is he gone? Okay, clock's running, 60 seconds, 56, 55. Waiting on you, Spike. We need you to show up to the game, please. And so, what's really unfortunate is that sacrificing your turn in Fish Tac Toe is a very serious disadvantage. It's very hard to recover from, actually, as you may know. Folks, 469-573-4388, that's our telephone number, and you should give us a call. 20 seconds on the clock for Spike. 19, 18, 17, here we go. Okay, I'll tell you what, if the clock expires and Spike has not shown himself, we will appoint him an avatar. Okay, so that's time, and we're gonna appoint Spike the avatar of Nooper right there, and oh, look at that. Center right. First unoccupied space for Mike, and now it's Gordo's turn. Oh, and Gordo's going for that top center. Got an interesting inverse L shape going on here, folks. Okay, and Nooper's turn. Playing for Mike, or for Spike, playing for Spike. We're going to give him the center left. This is interesting. This is really heating up here, folks. What is going on? We've got... Now it's Gordo's turn. Gordo, path to victory is in the top left there. Mike's path to victory is in the center. It's anybody's game, but Gordo's up first. Let's see it. Oh, and Gordo blocks. Wow. Got a blocking action going on in the center here. Look at that. So now there is no path to victory currently available to Spike. So let's see, where's Nooper gonna go next? Oh, Spike is back at it. Look at that. There's Spike there. Here he comes. Spike's back in the game. He's playing. Back on the field, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Spike, and first unoccupied space that Spike swims into. There it is. You all saw it, folks. You all saw it. There it is. Okay, now it's Gordo's turn. First unoccupied space that Gordo swims into. Oh, and he just barely missed winning by a fin. One fin's length. One fin's length. Away from winning at that top left. Let's see it, Gordo. Let's see what you've got. It's, oh man, this is hectic. Let's see. Let's see what Gordo can do. We gotta go to the timer. I don't know if we've had a game of Fish Tac Toe this close before. We gotta go to the timer. 60 seconds on the clock. And we lost Gordo. Gordo, come back. Where'd you go? We're playing a game here, Gordo. What are you doing? Oh, and Mango's up to his shenanigans again. Look at him, swimming vertical like that. Hello, caller. This is FIshcast Live. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Oh, and there he went. Gordo just won. Gordo just won Fish Tac Toe.
He did. Yeah, this is Steve from Rowlett. That's my man Gordo right there. He just put the whipping on Spike. I'm telling you, Gordo, out of the way, Gordo.
What
is all this about? Why are y'all so unhappy with my man Gordo, my fish Gordo?
He's your fish? Yeah.
Well, Gordo is killing it. And everybody's against Gordo. I don't know why that is. Gordo is obviously the superior fish in the fish tank.
He seems like it. Man, he's it's almost like it's crazy. It's almost like he knew you were calling. He said, "Uh-oh, I better stop fooling around. Steve from Rowlett's on the line. I better get myself in order. I better figure it out."
Yeah, you better figure it out.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh man. Steve, are you and Gordo gonna run away with this King of the Tank season? The whole season?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, wow, this is very exciting. You know, folks, you got to be here live. You got to be here live to catch it live. That's what it is.
So how many points for Fish Tac Toe?
That's 7. So if you're looking at our standings right now,
so he's at 115.
Gordo's at 115. So he has opened up an 8-point lead over Spike, who almost had him. Spike almost had him. It was 1 point. It was neck and neck.
How many more episodes?
So we have this one and then 2 more, and that's it.
Okay.
2 more than the finale on the 30th. So 3 more total episodes.
Okay. So, and then you crown King of the Tank.
Crown King of the Tank, whoever it is, they're the King of the Tank. For however long we have as an inter-season hiatus. Isn't that exciting? It's anybody's game. It really is. Although it seems like you're in the pro Gordo camp there. Am I off base?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, Steve, I got a trivia question for you. You ready?
All right.
Okay. These trees are known as the tallest in the world.
The sequoia tree.
Very good. Can you be any more specific than that? It's an adjective.
Let me think. The giant.
Yeah. Oh, he got it. Oh man, folks, we have the best listeners here at FIshcast Live. Giant sequoia. That's correct. And where exactly would you want your 5 points to go there, Steve?
Man, do you even need to ask? It's like Gordo is going to run away with this thing, and then everybody that's hating on Gordo, you guys work so hard to get up to trying to tie, and trying to go for the tie, not for the win. But man, we go for the win here, right?
Yeah, yes we do. You gotta sprint past the finish line, and that's exactly what Gordo. It looks like Gordo's doing that. I mean, gosh, it's almost like he knew you were gonna call in. It's crazy. He was saving all his juice for right then, and then he unleashed it. So that is really great. Well, Steve from Rowlett, thank you for showing up to support our friend Gordo here, and we really appreciate your enthusiasm and pep talks. How's your day going? What are you up to?
I work and then come home. My lovely wife feeds me supper.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
I come in and I watch FIshcast. That's my life.
Oh man, is that all you do? You got to watch FIshcast? Are we that important to your day, Steve from Rowlett? Is that what you?
I have to work out. Also.
Okay, you tough guy. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for calling and supporting Gordo. We appreciate it. We appreciate all of our calling guests.
So how many points for the trivia question?
That's 5 points. And your boy Gordo is now at 120. That's a 13-point lead over Spike in second place. Can you believe that? Look what you did.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's what it's all. It's all about the points, but maybe the real points were the friendships we made along the way.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, Steve, thank you so much for calling. Anything else you want to say?
Nope, Dave. I think. Yep, you got to run. I'll see you next time I call in, whenever that'll be.
Alrighty, we'll see. Oh, I'm sorry, I stepped on you. Thank you so much for calling in, Steve. Man, Gordo really shows up for Steve, huh? Steve has that. He's just got the secret. He's got the secret sauce. Let's see. Okay. We've got a little bit. With regards to the earlier guest, Grant in the chat says, with regards to the earlier guest's remarks about units of measurement, I did want to start some fun discussion and play devil's advocate a little. Steve Onium replies, I can convey your remarks to Johan. And Volcano Jones says, I can convey your regards to the devil. Are you on speaking terms with the devil then? Let's see. It's true, the units of measurement are arbitrary, and I agree it adds an esoteric quality to the effort to use different units. But for the purposes of clear communication, it would seem to be valuable. Easier to communicate when we all speak the same language. Of course, much respect to Johan. I love to hear from him when he calls in. Well, that's really nice, Grant. We love to hear from you when you call in here at FIshcast Live, and we enjoy that. So, well, folks, coming down to it, let's see. We got time for one more caller. 469-573-4388. Just 3 more episodes, folks, left in the season. Don't you want to impact these rankings at a consequential time like this? I think so. Well, let's see. What's a good story to end on? Oh, that's nice. That's a nice story. Let's check that out. This piece courtesy of our friends at the Good News Network. Birds sing anew after residents of New Orleans' 9th Ward restore 40-acre wetland to historic glory. The lower 9th Ward of New Orleans has recently witnessed an incredible eco-renaissance following decades of damage and neglect. Led by a local community development group, a 40-acre wetland park has been restored to glories past with hundreds of local trees that attract over 100 species of birds, joggers, picnickers, and nature lovers bees. Besides, poor drainage, ruined roads, illegal trash dumping, and unmitigated damage from hurricanes slowly wasted the wetland away until it was a derelict eyesore. In the name of restoring this wild heritage, indicative of the culture in the lower 9th, and in order to protect her communities from flooding, Ferdinand founded the Sankofa CDC, and in 2014 entered into an agreement with the city of New Orleans for the restoration of Sankofa, a 40-acre section of neglected wetlands in the heart of the lower 9th. The loss of Sankofa's potential to dampen flooding from storms meant that over the years, dozens of houses and properties were flooded and damaged, beyond the ability of the inhabitants to recover. Forced out by a combination of nature's fury and government failure, the cultural heritage of the community was receding along with the floodwaters. Ferdinand knew that restoring natural flood barriers like Sankofa was key to protecting her community. Hurricane protection is a major concern in the community, but there's a lack of trust in the infrastructure systems that are supposed to protect us, Ferdinand told the Audubon Society. Yeah, I think that's a justified lack of trust in my opinion. Today, Sankofa Wetlands Park is a sight to behold. Hiking trails snake through a smattering of ponds and creeks, where bald cypresses and water tupelo trees continue to grow and cling to the ground, even during storms. Picnic benches have appeared. Wheelchair-accessible trails connect the sections of the park to parts of the lower ninth, and local businesses are seeing more visitors. Visiting birders have recorded sightings of over 100 species of songbirds, ducks, nearshore waders, of all kinds, egrets, herons, and the park also attracts as a home and refuge for otters, beavers, and other variety of amphibians and reptiles. Slated for official completion in 2025, with an outdoor amphitheater, interpretive signage, and additional trails, Ferdinand and the CDC have their eyes set on an even larger area of wetlands to the north of Sankofa. Along the way, Ferdinand and the CDC attracted many helping hands and entered into many partnerships, but the catalyst for change arose from the spirit and determination of one woman in the right place at the right time for the benefit of hundreds in this historic heart of a historic city. That nice wetland there. Lovely. Is that what it used to look like? That's terrible. Courtesy of the Good News Network, everyone. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And thank you for watching FIshcast Live. We appreciate it. Those are the rankings, folks. Score movement. We had a lot of movement tonight. Crazy. Gordo, man, Gordo was saving it up, you know. He had a lot of gas in the tank, I guess, for that last push at the end. He keeps defending his lead, you know, despite our best efforts. Maybe he truly deserves to be king. But you'll have to tune in to the season finale to find out. But sadly, it's my least favorite time of the evening. Time when I need to let you go. But we'll be here. We'll be back in the fish tank on Monday at 8 p.m. Central. But until then, for all of us here at FIshcast Live, just wanted to say we love you and we care about you. We miss you, okay? Thank you so much to all of our callers. Thank you to Johan. Thank you to Pikachu and Grant, Steve, and Bobby K. Bobby Special K. Shout out to Bobby. Truly get that voice looked at, buddy. It didn't sound so good. But here at FIshcast, we know we can always find our friends here in the tank. So for FIshcast, I'm your host Dave, signing off.